Heading into the winter of 2020, Mr. GoElectric and I decided to look into e-bikes as a fun way to enjoy the outdoors and fight the cabin fever, which is bound to set in due to pandemic-related restrictions. We were looking for an e-bike which offers enough speed to rival the thrill of a snowmobile, the range to ride on the road to and from the trailheads in the area, and something light enough to mount on my car's bicycle carrier for remote adventuring and summer camping. Ultimately, we narrowed it down to 2 different bikes and ordered one of each. In this video, I want to talk about the SurRon Light Bee X. I'll keep the other bike a surprise until it arrives, and I'll be sure to give it its own video review. In the meantime, care to take a guess on the make and model of the other bike? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll eliminate some of the options later in this video. Now, where was I? Yes. Even though it's been about a week since taking delivery of the SurRon, it seems like it was only yesterday. We ordered the bike on Black Friday. Over the last 16 days, it was souped up and shipped from California to me in Michigan. Assembly takes a bit, so how about I use this time to tell you more about the SurRon. It exists somewhere between a motorcycle and a bicycle. It weighs about 100 pounds with the battery removed. That puts it just under the weight limits of my Yakima hitch-mounted Class 1 bike carrier. The bike can be ordered with or without pedals, and it does have a speed-limited Class 3 e-bike mode. With those technicalities met, you might be able to get away with riding it on the trails and even in some national parks. SurRons are plenty capable on the road, too. The top speed is 50 miles per hour, so you'll get where you're going quickly. At that speed, the range would fall well short of the 50 miles advertised by SurRon. The version we wound up with has a battery and controller which were modified by the US distributor LunaCycles. The 20-pound stock battery runs at 60 volts. It is rated for 31 amp hours, which works out to just short of 2 kilowatt hours of storage. Let's talk about the competition. One contender I really liked is the Caulk Ink by the Swedish brand Cake. It has a comparable top speed and range to the SurRon, but with higher-end stock components. The bike weighs 170 pounds or 130 with the batteries removed. Unfortunately, it's too heavy for me to easily transport with my car. I tried to schedule a test drive when I was in Los Angeles, but their regional representative said I needed a motorcycle license to do that. The price was also too high at $10,000 after shipping and taxes. The Caulk has no pedals, so there's no way I could get away with riding it in a park or on mountain bike trails. Next, I considered the Delfast Top 3.0. It has a more traditional bicycle form factor and wouldn't raise any red flags on single-track trails or bike lanes. It comes standard with a quiet belt drive, brake lights, and turn signals. The massive 3.5 kilowatt-hour battery offers a range easily over 100 miles. As far as I know, that's the best of any e-bike. Unfortunately, the battery is not removable and the bike weighs over 150 pounds. Another no-go for car transport. The price was a bit high too, at $6,500 to about $7,500 shipped, and the next shipping time is April of 2021. Some of you might know that Segway owns SurRon and markets this bike as the X260. The MSRP is $5,000, but they have a coupon for $1,000 off right now. For the price premium over the LunaCycles Sur Ron X, the Segway offers several extra colors, Bluetooth connectivity, and an app to control and monitor the battery and controller. I didn't find many good reviews of Segway's service department, and people seem very happy with LunaCycles after sales. That swayed me. And then there was one. The SurRon Light Bee X. With the help of some YouTube videos, we managed to install the handlebars, front wheel, 1 foot peg, and headlight. This SurRon Light Bee X is ready to ride. With a quick twist of a key, I was ready to see what the Luna Ludicrouss XX could do. We're gonna give this a ride out on the trail and see what we think on first impressions. Let's go. Oh, oh my God. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm gonna turn around. Wow, this is, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Woo, it's a brisk day. .28 miles per hour right now. Smooth sailing. All right, guys, I'm in EP mode. This will take me up to 30 miles per hour. If I put it in sport, I go up to 50. I'm right now cruising at 30 on this trail. It's really smooth. Now, I love motorbikes that are quiet. Woo! But the chain is a little noisy still. This version of SurRon's e-bike packs twice the torque of a standard issue Light Bee X. The instant torque was impressive and intimidating. One reason I chose to replace my gas-powered scooter with an e-bike is noise. I knew this SurRon would not be silent after seeing footage of SurRonster and Dylan Thompson riding theirs. Fortunately, there is a belt drive kit available. It was something of a project, but we decided to put one in. Another reason I have ditched the scooter for an e-bike is access. With working pedals and respectful riding etiquette, you can take a powerful e-bike off-road, indoors, and just about anywhere you darn well please. E-bikes never need spark plugs or oil changes. There is a low likelihood of mechanical trouble, and they are simple to work on if you do need to replace something. They don't need to be winterized either. I'm going to replace the noisy chain drive with a whisper quiet Gates carbon fiber belt. And in a future video, I'm going to add a custom pedal kit, which is on the way from an engineer in Colombia. Alright guys, I'm really liking this Sur Ron XX so far, but there are a couple of modifications that I'd like to make. The chain is a little bit noisy, so we're going to replace it with the carbon fiber belt kit. Alright, we have the carbon fiber belt kit put on and we're going to test this thing out. Hopefully it's a lot quieter and smoother than before. Alright, woo, it is very slick out here, kind of icy. So I'm not going to be able to full bore, but I'll give it a little bit of a shot. I can still hear birds chirping and the snow falling a little bit with this belt, so that's really nice, as it just makes it so much more quiet. You can enjoy nature. All right. I'm just on EP. The throttle is a little jumpy, but still able to maintain some control, even though it's pretty, slippery. Here we go. It didn't take long to find the best suspension settings with the RST Killa front fork. Compression and preload are adjustable, and it offers 8 inches of travel. The Fast Ace rear suspension is also adjustable, but was set up nicely for my weight out of the box. Now let's talk about price. The stock Sur Ron X is available now from LunaCycles in the US for a price of $3,600 plus a few $100s for taxes and shipping. We lucked out and picked up the limited edition Luna Ludicrouss XX, which was priced at $4,020. Only 100 of these battery and controller modified off-road beasts were produced. We didn't intend to spend this much, but it checked all the boxes, and we think it may hold its resale better than the stock Sur Ron. Here are my final thoughts about LunaCycles Sur Ron X. The pros: it's comfortable, versatile, it's fast, the build quality is high, the community on Facebook especially is very active, and they have many sources for parts and upgrades. The cons? It's a conspicuous form factor, meaning you can't pass unnoticed. It comes with a noisy stock chain, they don't have any stock compliance pedals, and the stock seat is stiff. We had a question and we opened a help ticket online with LunaCycles, but they never responded. Yeah, I don't really care for the turning radius on this thing, but that's alright. If that's the worst of it, I'm pretty happy about that. Very smooth. The seat has quite a bit of extra cushion. We replaced the original seat with the Luna seat. A lot more padding. Woo! Caught some air. This particular trail isn't too shabby. Oh, look at all these guys. Look at them, look at me. 3 huge deer. This is exactly what I wanted. Something that is so quiet that you can just be in nature with nature and no one's bothered. You're still having fun. Love it. This thing is such a blast. Oh my gosh. Highly recommend buying one of these. If you don't have a front fender on this, it's gonna get really dirty. So you definitely wanna make sure you get the right one. I didn't really like the way that the one it came with looked. It just kind of looked a little cheap. So yeah, if you don't get a front fender, you're gonna get really dirty. I have one on order now after riding it for a little bit. I gotta get real dirty real quick, actually. I can feel it all over my face. In conclusion, this bike is well made, quick, and with the addition of the belt drive kit, very quiet. If $4,000 is a reasonable budget for you, I'd recommend the SurRon Light Bee. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more riding videos. If so, I'll go out on a dry day and hit that 47 mph top speed. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and light up that alarm bell so you can be notified when I post new videos.